This morning, Richard Bage with us talking about Altona area youth. And Richard, thanks so much for coming in today.
My pleasure. Thanks for having me.
And we're talking specifically about the food drive you guys got coming up in October. But before we get to that, working with Altona youth, what's that like?
You know what? It's exciting. They are resilient. They are just easygoing. They are positive thinkers, and yeah, they're just a lot of fun to spend time with.
And it keeps you connected with what's hot and what's not in the teen world.
You know what? I used to think so, but more often than not, it just reminds me that I'm getting old.
Well, maybe that's a good reminder.
Absolutely. Keeps you grounded.
And you guys are often busy doing this thing and you're doing the next thing. You're moving on and on. Of course, it gets harder with restrictions and regulations. But you guys were able to do a community cleanup not too long ago, which was definitely a cool story.
Yeah, absolutely. So every spring, one of our elementary schools would do a spring cleanup just to get rid of the winter garbage, just get our boulevards and our parks looking clean for the summer so we can enjoy those green spaces together. For a whole lot of reasons just regarding COVID protocols, it was incredibly difficult for them to figure out how to do that well for all their students. And so we saw this as an opportunity for 1 year. Hey, maybe this is something that some of the youth groups could do. So we got a few youth groups together in town, and yeah, we were able to do that for an evening. Gave the youth an opportunity just to give back and serve their community, and yeah, let's just get all of our green spaces looking good for the summer.
And it's definitely rewarding to have the youth out there and giving them a chance to serve.
Yeah, this is our home. This is their home, right? And so for them to be able to get together with their friends for an evening and do something just very practical, very tangible with them. Here's this measurable result. Hey, wow, our town looks cleaner because of what me and my friends did tonight. I mean, that's incredibly rewarding.
For sure. And coming up on a night in October, you guys are getting together once again to make a difference, this time with a food drive that looks different than previous years.
Yes. So as your listeners will know, always in October in our different communities, there would be a fall food drive happening. You would be used to one evening, teenagers knocking on your door asking for donations for the food drive. Again, because of COVID, those plans got canceled this year. And so a group of us, again, started thinking, is there something that we can do in Altona that allows us to do this drive for the food bank, but also be mindful of public health orders, social distancing, that sort of thing. So what we've decided is for this year, instead of knocking on your door, we're going to ask you to simply take your donation and put it on your front doorstep. October 13th between 7 and 9, we're going to have youth from 4 different churches going around town. We're going to canvass every street on town. If we see your donation on your front doorstep, we're going to pick it up, we'll collect it, we'll bring it to the food bank for you.
Yeah, I think it's great you guys were able to find a way to still carry on with the food drive.
Yeah, and for us that was important. I mean, we've all lost things over the last 18 months that we haven't been able to do, and some of those are more significant than others. To lose the food drive, we thought was horrible because, I mean, even during a pandemic, or perhaps even more so because of a pandemic, some people just need that assistance. Some people need that help. And so we thought, you know what? No, we need to find a way to do this. We need to find a way to make sure that we're still supporting our food bank, because even during COVID, they're still helping people, and we need to do our part to help them.
I agree 100%. Richard, thanks so much for coming by today and telling us all about it.
My pleasure. Thanks for having me.